and I decided to take a hike today up to Turkey Mountain.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Where are the turkeys?
Never mind. Because it was gorgeous outside, obviously. But it's already been an eventful year. Yesterday, my nonprofit organization that I work with hosted our auditions for our 2020 season for the Zephyrus Drum and Bugle Corps. That went really well. A bunch of really awesome kids came out to audition for this really cool thing that we're trying to do. So it's a really rewarding thing to work on. Kat volunteered, she helped sign people in.
It's kind of crazy because I did this last year, and the amount of people I still remember from last year's Zephyrus is it's something I've never been able to do. I'm not a name person, but these kids made an impact on me in a pretty big way, and the fact that I was only around them a little bit, but their drive and their passion for Zephyrus and drum corps and music and learning, it's amazing to watch them. It's something I didn't have growing up. I didn't know this even existed. And for Tulsa to have something like this now is absolutely amazing. And I'm 100% here for it. And it's been wonderful being able to volunteer for them.
Kat is extremely, extremely helpful. And she's going to step in the mud.
I'd do anything for love. But I won't do that.
The way that the Zephyrus family has already grown is what makes it so special. It's the fact that even though there's a specific, very niche activity involved, it's really all about how everybody involved really latches onto each other like a family.
So this New Year's, I had a lot of resolutions for myself. One of them being every month I'm going to be running a 5K, and that falls into the fact that I just overall want to be a healthier person. I'm going to be 29 next month. Oh, weird. And I have my whole life ahead of me if I do these healthy things now.
I also started running a little bit this past year. My first run basically ever of any real kind was a 4 mile. Okay, I'm gonna do a 4 mile run without having done any training before today. Just doing it cold. We'll see how this goes. And my goal was just to not stop running, just run the whole time. I succeeded. And then my calves burnt for 8 days.
Is it a turkey? No.
Everybody makes fun of New Year's resolutions, but it's a great idea.
Yeah.
People just make fun of it because they failed.
I have some other ones. I want to be creative again. I want to start sewing again. Last year, during all the flooding, we all remember the flooding and the rain of 2019. I lost a lot, like 95% of my cosplays, which many were handmade. There were a lot that were bought as well, and it took a lot of money to get those things to be reality, and I don't have the money to replace them. I do, but I don't, because another one of my resolutions is continuing with my debt journey and getting rid of the debt that I can. So I've been really frugal in a lot of things that I've done. I've denied myself a lot of stuff that maybe I shouldn't have, but all of that money has gone to a better thing to help my future. So, but now that I'm in a little bit better place, a bit of a better place, I want to get back into that, and I'm willing to put some money into it. So another goal is once a month to make something creative with my sewing machine, with all these wonderful sewing supplies that Aaron's mom got me for Christmas.
and setting up the office to look a little prettier. And it is time to bust out the new gear. You're constructing the device.
Oh, yes.
The Christmas gift device.
Need Christmas gift.
And to tell you what I need is to tell you what I feel. And to know that much gives you power over me. And to give you all that power is either love or folly.
I feel like I had so many other things. Read a book once a month, because back in high school and college, I was reading a book about every week or two, and I missed that a lot. It's how I spent my leisure time.
Got the drum set all set up and figured it needed appropriate lighting. So now this was just like a storage corner because mostly it was just the cases of drums and stuff. So now we've got them set up, which just looks a lot cooler, and yeah, it can be very therapeutic to sit down and play sometimes.
The only thing I haven't really hit is my resolution to play my instruments, which I think I'll start that tonight.
So far, the project that I announced, where I take a little bit of video every day, is already becoming challenging for one reason, which is there are days where there are like 2 different things I would love to feature, but I'm trying to just keep it as a clip, a singular clip per day. So, but like, for instance, yesterday I have a clip that I had from the audition that I was going to use, and then another clip later that night when we all got together. And so it's going to be difficult figuring out on certain days which clip to use to represent what that day was. But so far so good. I've got the January 1st through 4th in the can and ready to go, and I'm still working on the musical idea for it. Yeah, and then coming up is just a bunch of creative projects that we're trying to get started. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.